YouTube fam? It's a story time. I'm here with another story time, and this time it's how I got my first miscarriage. Really, my first miscarriage. I have another story, but I'm not really wanting to get into that. Okay, I was with a guy, and he lived in Greensboro, and we were cool. Like, we started talking, and then I went to visit family, and also I went to go see him too. Well, I was down there for about a week or so, or a month or so, and then I went home. And while I was down there, I had my period, and I was like, okay. Like, that month, I was down there for like 2 months. So, like, that first month I was down there, I had my period. Okay. Well, that next month, I didn't have a period, and I got scared, so I texted my aunt, and she was like, are you sure? I said, yes, I haven't had my period. And, like, I'm always on time with mine. Like, I know when it's going to come on, and I know to the day to T, like, how long it lasts, and when I know. Believe me, I track that. I track that shit, okay? So, like, my mom and them came and got me, and I got back home. And when I got back home, went to the health department to take a pregnancy test, and it came back positive. Okay, so I was found out like 6 weeks or so, close to 7. And so, I didn't really have pregnancy symptoms. Like, I was tired all the time, but like, I wasn't really I didn't have nausea or anything like that. And then, I started spotting, and I thought it was normal. Like, I made a OBGYN appointment. I went to that appointment. They gave me a pregnancy test. That test also confirmed I was pregnant. And when I went to my appointment, I was like 8 weeks, close to 9. And they gave me I guess because my family history, we have diabetes, so they gave me that diabetes test like that day that I went to my very first appointment. And so then I set up another appointment. I set up another appointment to come back, I guess, to do my first ultrasound. And that appointment wasn't for like another 2-3 weeks or so. So and then I started spotting a lot, and it was like I started bleeding a lot, and so I was concerned. And so my mom was like, "We'll go to the emergency room, and we'll, figure out what's going on." So I went to the emergency room. I told them that I was like 8 weeks and like 3 or 4 days pregnant, and I'm spotting. And so they took me back there. They took blood work. My hormone levels was high, like they were normal. And then I went and they did an ultrasound, and the baby was there. They said there was a heartbeat, but I had like part of the placenta had detached from my uterus, and they said there was a slight risk that I would have a miscarriage because it was detached, like the placenta had detached from my uterus. And I was like, okay. And they just told me, to rest and not stress. Well, like a week before, 2 or 3 days before my next OBG appointment, I got home. We went out, and I got home, and my underwear was like full of blood. And I said, Mama, my underwear is soaked. I think I'm having a miscarriage or something's wrong. So we went back to the hospital, and they ran a test. They ran blood. They said my hormone HCG levels were low, and pretty much, basically, yes, I was having a miscarriage. Like, cause I went to pee in a cup, and it was nothing but blood. And my mama was with me, and my aunt was with me, and they pretty much said. My mom pretty much said, yeah, she's having a miscarriage because there was so much blood. And I was scared about being pregnant because the dad and I were cool. We were on cool terms, but I couldn't really, see myself staying with him or doing this long distance thing. And I had no way to take care of the baby, so I guess I was stressed about that. And so I guess when they told me I was having a miscarriage, when they came back and said, yes, you're having a miscarriage, and basically they just sent me home, and I thought about it and I prayed about it, and I said if it's meant to be, then if it was meant to be, then I would still be pregnant. But it wasn't meant to be, because y'all know that I grew up. I had a dad, but I didn't grow up with my biological dad, and I didn't want my child to go through that. I didn't want. My child would have had their dad because he wanted to be there. I was just always afraid because of what my dad did. My sperm donor did to my mom. I was always afraid of that in the back of my mind. And so that night, this will get a little graphic and I apologize, but that night I went to the bathroom and I pretty much, I guess I the placenta pretty much passed through me, and when I went to the bathroom, it basically fell on the floor. So I basically saw my little bitty placenta with my little bitty baby in it, and I pretty much cried. I picked it up, cried, and then I flushed it. I didn't want to I didn't want to show my mom or anything like that. I just saw it and cried, and then I flushed it down the toilet, because I was like, I can't deal. I don't, this is going to be hard. I have to get through this. And so the following day, I went to my OBGYN. They did an ultrasound, and they said, well, there was a placenta last time, and now there's not. And so I still had, scar tissue and all that inside. And they said we could either, go ahead and do the surgery. I met my doctor at the hospital. And so they basically said we could, go ahead and schedule you a DNC today. Or you can wait a couple of days and see if you pass all the tissue. And then if you don't, we'll have to, go ahead and do the DNC. So we scheduled the DNC for a Thursday. And I went to my OBG Tuesday. So I only waited a day or so, and then I had the surgery. That was my very first surgery, big surgery. It's not even, it's a surgery period that I can recall, because I did have one when I was little, and then they put me under for that one when I was little. So but I don't remember that one. So this is the first one I can actually remember. And so went and had the surgery, got home. Of course, he called because we were still cool. We were on talking terms, and he was like, how are you feeling? I was like, I'm okay. I'm still hurt, but it's going to take me time to get through this. We will always have a special connection. Him and I don't talk now, but I always, eventually we'll probably talk. But we don't, we will always hold that special bond because we always would, be parents. I honestly feel like my little baby girl or boy is up there in heaven, fully grown, happy, and loving life. I didn't expect it. I didn't expect to get pregnant, and then I didn't expect to have a miscarriage. But my mama said it happens. My mama said before she got pregnant with me, she had a miscarriage. And then she said, I got pregnant with you, and God blessed me with 3 children. So I guess it's life. I didn't get depressed, but I was upset. Then I realized, God had a different plan for me. Because I know I didn't want to put my child through what I went through. I want my child to be in a happy, healthy home with both parents, and I'm married and I'm happy, and I'm able to stay at home with my child and do things with him or her and my future children. So that's pretty much where I'm at. Like this was 4 years ago. I'm 25 now. So yeah, I'm like at the point now where I want to settle down. I want to, do a whole lot. I want to, find my king, so we can have our little prince and princess. But it still hurts because that will always be my first little baby. Even though I didn't get to hear their heartbeat, I didn't get to, see them like that on screen. But I just want any female. Sorry, my camera was disrespectful. It just cut off. But I just want any woman out there to know that you're not alone. If you're going through a miscarriage, it's okay. You will get over it. It'll take time, but time heals all wounds. Just know that you're not alone. I'm here. You're not alone. I'm here. If you want to talk about it, because I like to talk about it with people, and I like to help other people get over it, or just be a listening ear for them. Because I had a friend that just 2 months ago, she lost her baby. Like, she gave birth to him, and he didn't survive. And like, I was a listening ear for her because she knows I've been through it before, and I wanted to be there for her, and I still want to be there for her, even though we're not on talking terms at this moment. But I always will be a listening ear for her or anybody else out there. You know how to get in contact with me on my social media sites. Comment on here. Email me. I'm here for anybody. I'm happy now. Like, I'm good terms with the miscarriage. I've been with good terms with it for about 2-3 years now. Like 2 years now. Don't get me wrong, I think about it. It always is in the back of my mind. Will it happen again? And can I handle it again if it does happen? But I'm hoping the next time I do get pregnant, I've lost enough weight and I don't have to worry about my weight being the issue. During the pregnancy, I don't have to worry about any health complications during my next pregnancy. So that's what I'm working towards now. And so when I do find my king and we're married and we decide together and we're financially stable, we can have a baby together. But I hope you guys like this little story time video, my miscarriage, and how I coped with it, and how it happened, and how I found out I was pregnant, and all my emotions during that time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Love y'all. Bye.